Esa enai el heharim me'ayin yavo ezri. 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 Ezri me'im Adonai oseh shamayim va'aretz. Esa enai el heharim me'ayin yavo ezri. I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? You know my help, it comes from God who made heaven and earth. Esa enai el heharim me'ayin yavo
Hashem Allah Oh,
Esa enai el heharim me'ayin yavo ezri. Esa enai el heharim me'ayin yavo ezri. Esa enai el heharim me'ayin yavo ezri.
Shabbat Shalom. Bo, come, come. We are here together this evening to welcome in Shabbat, and as we have been before, we are separated by space, but not by time. Shabbat is measured in time, and its value is in what we do with this time. So because we are sharing this time rather than the space, we can still be here together. This evening, I am very fortunate to be assisted by a group of people, small group of people, all who share my last name. So throughout the service, you'll have a smattering of Kellams. So we'll welcome that and thank you. They are in the sanctuary with me right now, masked and following all protocols. But they'll be removing their masks when they come up here to do readings, to sing, to chant, to be with us tonight. So again, I say, Bo, come into this space, come into this time, and let's celebrate being together with Psalm 133, Hine Matov. Hine Matov Umanahim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad Hine Matov Umanahim Shevet Achayot Gam Yachad. Oh, how good! Oh, how good and oh, how pleasant when we come together. Oh, how good and oh, how pleasant when we come together as one. Hine Matov, Hine Matov, Umanahim, Shevet Kulanu, Gam Yachad, Gam Yachad, Gam Yachad. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And now I'm going to welcome up Jana and Ellen Kellam to lead us in the lighting of our Sabbath lights.
We praise you, our eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You have made us holy through mitzvot and commanded us to kindle the Shabbat lights.
As we kindle these lights, may we kindle within our hearts a brighter love for one another, for our people, and for all you have created.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu
L'chadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And so now we beckon. We come out from our dwelling places and we say, Bo, come. Come, Sabbath bride, come. Bring with you our Shabbat. And so let's beckon our Shabbat bride with Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. La Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad, Ishmi'anu el ham yechad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, V'shem u'tiferet v'liti la Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki hi mekor habaracha, Merosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshevaticha. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Hitoreri, kiva orei kumi ori, uri shidaberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Please rise to your feet or in your hearts. Goi v'shalom ateret ba'ala, Gam b'simcha u'tzehola, Toch emunei am segula, Boicha la. Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. 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 Please remain standing as we join together in our call to worship, our Baruch Hu by Craig Taubman. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam
Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Avta, Amcha Avta. Torah u'mitzvot, u'mishpatim, otanu lemadeta, otanu lemadeta. Al kein Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbenu u'kumenu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha u'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed Ihem chayenu Ve'orech yameinu Uvahem nege yomam v'layla Nege yomam v'layla Be'ahavatcha al tasir Yimeinu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Ohev amo Yisrael.
Sometimes we stand, sometimes we sit. Tonight we're going to sit. We're going to be in our dwelling as we recite our Shema together. Eyes closed, looking inward, looking outward. This is the prayer of our fathers and mothers. This is the prayer of our sisters and brothers. This is the prayer supporting all others. We say, so let's say it again. This is the prayer of our fathers and mothers. This is the prayer of our sisters and brothers. This is the prayer supporting all others. We say, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Everything is one. Everything is one. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Kellam Pod. Yelalai lai lai, yelalai lai lai, yelalai lai lai. Wherever you are, sing lai 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 with me. Yelalai lai lai, yelalai lai lai, yelalai lai lai. One more time, loud and clear. Yelalai lai lai, yelalai lai lai, yelalai lai. This is the prayer of our fathers and mothers. This is the prayer of our sisters and brothers. This is the prayer supporting all others. We say, Ve'afta et Adonai Elohecha B'chol lebavcha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam Beshivtecha beveitecha uvelechtecha baderech ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before we ever stood at the foot of Sinai, that wherever we go there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, and that the only way to get from here to there is by joining hands and marching together.
Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh nora tehilot oseh pele nora tehilot oseh pele ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai mi chamocha nehedar b'kodesh nora tehilot oseh pele nora tehilot oseh pele. Love, understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Hashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkiveinu, Leshalom. Ve'amidenu, shomreinu lechayim, ufros aleinu, sukat shlomecha, hashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu, hashkiveinu, leshalom.
Please join us in our celebration of our keeping of Shabbat Yismechu.
במלאכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלאכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת מקדשי שבי שבת כולם ישבעו ויתנגמתו בחשבת ישמחו במלאכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלאכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת והשביעי רצית בו וקידשו שבת חמדה ימים אותו קראת השבת ישמחו במלאכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלאכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת זכר למעשה בראשית שבת זכר למעשה בראשית שבת ישמחו במלאכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת ישמחו במלאכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקורא עונג שבת. Please rise to your feet or in your hearts or in your living rooms for our tefillah, our standing prayer, our Amidah. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufia ki tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei hakol, V'zocher chasdei avot v'imahot, U'mevii geula livnei v'neihem, Lema'an shemo be'ahava, Melech ozer u'moshia u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham be'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye metim atarab lehoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye metim berachamim rabim, Somech noflim berofeh olim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al givurot, Umido melach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lehachayot metim, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh המתים. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוsh. You may be seated.
Shabbat, the culmination of creation, a Hasidic teaching. We build a house in order to live in it. Until we live in it, it is not really a home. So too it is with creation. God formed the world in 6 days, but on Shabbat, God came to dwell within it. And on each Shabbat, the world once again becomes God's home.
Let's now join together in our anthem of peace, Shalom Rav.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Ki ata hu melech adom lechol hashalom. Ki ata hu melech adom lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. V'tov b'neinecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Tasim leolam. Tasim leolam.
At this time, we think of all those who are in need of God's healing presence. Please join us in Misha Berach, our prayer for healing of body and spirit.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Imotenu. May the source of strength to bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
We think now of Chris Argall, Rabbi Marcy Bellows, Betty Cohen, Amy Cooper, Char DeGrave, Liz Daniel, Elizabeth Draper, Harvey Filer, Reuben Feldstein, Andrew Fisher, Beatrice Frey, Dean Gavney, Jacob Gluckman, Roger Gluckman, Maxine Goldstein, Ramesh Gupta, Amy Hammer, Nita Hicks, Dick Kelvin, Chris Kuntz, Rabbi Batsheva Mayeri, Phyllis Nalick, Jim Rudisil, Deborah Sanders, Randy Scharf, Julie Sherman, Jean Schimmel, Bob Ward, Dennis Winner, Billy Wolfson, Lindsay Glover. We add to their names all of those caring for them and those suffering in all corners of our world. And if there are others on your mind and in your heart, please feel free to share their names in the comment section on Facebook or YouTube.
Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
I welcome you now to take just a moment of silence.
Aleinu. Echad, shtayim, shalosh, arba. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down. May the one who makes peace bring peace down, bring peace down.
And now the moment we've all been waiting for. My trusty helper is going to open our ark, and we are going to bless all of our January babies, all of our January babies. So while you're not with us here on the Bima, you are with us in our hearts, and we wish all of you a very, very happy birthday. I encourage you, if you are celebrating a birthday this month, in addition to being recorded in our menorah, please add your name to the comments in FaceTime or Facebook or YouTube. Yeah. May God, who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Sarah, and Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless those born during the month of January who have come to the Bima with reverence for God and respect for Shabbat. Grateful to God for the gift of life they have enjoyed to this day, may the Holy One blessings continue to bless them with length of years, good health, the pleasure of Torah, and the profound satisfaction that comes from a life of ma'asim tovim, doing good deeds. In celebrating this and other birthdays, may we all be reminded that people may count the days of their life, but a person of wisdom makes every day count. And let us say Amen, and let us join together in our prayer of thanksgiving, Shehechianu. If you are not already, please rise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kimanu v'hegianu hazman hazeh.
because we are not here together to hakafa. We're going to go back to our trusty old COVID-friendly celebratory song, Backwards Down the Number Line. Happy, happy, oh my friends, we blow out candles once again, leave our presents all inside, and let's take a ride backwards down the number line. You were 8 and I was 9. Do you know what happened then? Do you know why we're still friends? Laughing all these many years, we pushed through hardship, tasting tears, made a promise one to keep. I can still recite it in my sleep every time a birthday comes. Call your friend and sing a song, whisper it into their ear, write it down, just don't miss a year. You decide what it contains, how long it goes, but this remains. The only rule is it begins. Happy, happy, oh my friend. You decide what it contains, how long it goes, but this remains. The only rule is it begins. Happy, happy, oh my friends. Happy birthday, everybody. The Hebrew word bo, our title for this Parshat HaShavua, this weekly Torah portion, means come. If strolling in Israel, you may hear a parent calling, bo, bo, to their child. Or in the shuk or marketplace, you may hear a store owner hawking passers-by by saying, bo, inviting you to their produce stand. In the case of this week's Parsha, the call bo is coming from God, who is saying to Moses, do not fear. When you come to Pharaoh, I will be with you. When we begin Parsha Bo, we are well into our Passover story. A little bit early for that, right? Several plagues have been sent by God to the Egyptians, and as we know, every time Pharaoh agrees to let the Israelite slaves go free, his heart hardens and he changes his mind. But that is not what I want to talk to you about tonight. At this point, God issues the plagues of locusts and then darkness. With locusts filling the sky and feeding on the crops, followed by complete darkness, the Egyptians weren't able to harvest their food and began to go hungry. So what did the Israelite slaves do? They fed them. And God needed to see that. God needed to see that kindness was in their DNA. During our Passover Seder, we hold up the matzah, our bread of affliction, and say, all those who are hungry, let them come and eat. Our tradition of inviting those who are hungry or who don't celebrate Passover comes from this historical act of kindness. However, offering those who are hungry the bread of affliction in the form of matzah seems like a bit of a mixed message. Rabbi Jonathan Sachs of beloved memory said, this is a strange invitation. This is the bread of oppression or affliction that our fathers ate in the land of Egypt. Let all who are hungry come and eat. What hospitality is it to offer the hungry the taste of suffering? In fact, though, this is a profound insight into the nature of slavery and freedom. As noted, matzah represents two things. It is the food of slaves, and it is also the bread eaten by the Israelites as they left Egypt in liberty. What transforms the bread of oppression into the bread of freedom is the willingness to share it with others. Sharing food is the first act through which slaves become free human beings. One who fears tomorrow does not offer their bread to others, but one who is willing to divide their food with a stranger has already shown themselves to be capable of fellowship and faith, the two things from which hope, tikva, is born. The act of redemption, this act of redemption in our Passover story, in the several parshat that we read this time of year, this act of redemption and being made free, in this portion and the portions that surround it, is a tremendous part of our faith. We celebrate redemption twice a day, every day. We have Pesach, or Passover, one of our Shalosh Regalim, our three pilgrimage festivals dedicated to it, and we have a series of Torah portions that remind us of these redemptive acts. But as we celebrate the work of God, we are compelled to show kindness and hospitality, a constant reflection of our freedom. One song, I'm going to go over here, come with me. One song that reminds us of our duty of this kindness and hospitality is a song that we sing on Passover called Halachma Anya. Please enjoy this rendition of Halachma Anya by Harry Smiler, and think about that bread of affliction, that sometimes tasteless bread of affliction that has become the bread of liberty. It allows us to show the kindness to people who are hungry any day, every day. Hungry, let them come and eat. Halachma Anya. Halachma Anya. Halachma Anya. Halachma Anya. The bread that we ate in Mitzrayim. All who are in need, let them come and celebrate. All who are in need, let them come and celebrate. All who are in need, let them come and celebrate. Halachma Anya. Halachma Anya. Halachma Anya. Halachma Anya. The bread that we ate in Mitzrayim. Thank you. It is not on. It is now on. See, the sound checks don't work if then you forget to put your microphone on. Strats. All right, let's complete our service. Was that? Right. Thank you for everybody who helped, not just the Kellams, but including the Kellams. Please rise as we complete our service with Aleinu and then Kaddish.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon hakol, la'tet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye ha'aratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'goralenu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech malachei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yiyeh Adonai echad ushemo echad. Our thoughts now turn to those whose lives have touched our lives. We call by name those who have been taken in recent days and weeks, Adam Friedman and Laurel Jonas. And we remember those whose yahrzeits occur this week. Those include Ellis Fain, Tippi Gollenbeck, Jacob Goldstein, Albert Kahn, Faye Kirshner, Kevin Lance, Nettie Levy, Glenna Gilson Mulkey, Samuel Plotkin, Mary Reisenberg, Max Riesenberg, my apologies, Jeanette Schwartz, Michael Schwartz, Harry B. Salmson III, William Stewart, Simpson Robert Walker, Jr. And of course, we acknowledge any losses, yahrzeits, or shoshim that have happened. Please, we welcome you to enter their names into the comment section of our YouTube and Facebook. And I'd like to invite those who are in mourning or who are observing your yahrzeit this evening to please rise so that we may acknowledge you even in your own home. And I encourage and welcome everybody else in your own homes to rise to your feet and in your heart so we can stand beside those in mourning or observing yahrzeit as we recite the Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra cherutei v'amlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevarach le'olam ulamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudusha brichu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, da'amiram be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru amen. You may be seated. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause our dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Here's to the ones here today. Here's to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause our dreams bring back all the memories. Memories bring back you. There's a time that I remember when I did not know no pain, when I believed in forever and everything would stay the same. Now my heart feels like December when somebody says your name, 'cause I can't reach out to call you, but I know I will someday. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause our dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Here's to the ones here today. Here's to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause our dreams bring back all the memories. Memories bring back you. Announcements. Announcements. First, Rabbi, in partnership with True Nature Travels, is planning a contemplative Tikkun Olam and adventure journey to Sacred Valley, Peru this June. Intrigued? Want to learn more? There is a link in your Tuesday email on how to register to be part of a Zoom information session happening on Thursday, January 13th at 7 p.m. Our Lottie Meyerson Tikkun Olam Committee is working in coordination with Lutheran Refugee Services to support Afghan refugees arriving in Asheville in the next few weeks. Aid is needed in the way of clothing, gift cards, housing, meals, etc. To help, please email David Seligman to reach out to the temple office. Circle of Security Parenting is an internationally recognized program for parents and caregivers of children from birth to 6 years old. The program will be presented over a 9-week period of sessions. An introductory session will be held on Zoom on January 25th. Look for details in your Tuesday email next week. As a reminder, with the surge of COVID cases, next Friday Shabbat services will be live stream only, like this one, out of an abundance of care and caution for our community, and that Kabbalat Shabbat services will begin at the shiny early new time of 7 p.m. It will be our MLK Shabbat, and we look forward to our special speaker for the Devar. Shabbat Shalom, stay safe, stay healthy. Oh, and I want to give one more thank you to my family, without whom I would be sweating even more than I already am. So thank you guys. You did a wonderful thing tonight, and we're all grateful. I hadn't decided on a closing song. It's not often that I get to this point having not decided on a closing song. But as I was giving the Devar, which is something that I don't get to do very often, I was thinking how lucky I am that I had a moment this week, or several moments, where I got to really dive into the words of Torah, the words of this parsha. And it's something that I desire to do week after week. I'm on lots of people's lists to get Devars via email, and more often than not, I don't have a chance to read them, or certainly not all of them. So to be able to connect this way felt very special. So with that, I think we need to celebrate those words of Torah with sweet as honey. So I invite you to stand, I invite you to dance, I invite you to shake your booty, and let's sing together, Sweet as Honey. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Baruch atah Adonai. Atah Adonai. Mitzvotav לעסוק בדברי תורה, לעסוק בדברי תורה. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on sweet words of Torah. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Before I say Shabbat Shalom, thank you to Len, our team, our stream team. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to you. Shabbat Shalom.